The roar of an engine, the screech of rubber on asphalt, the wail of the banshee, and it's another episode of The Rider. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Now sit back and relax. Tonight's episode, Death from the Skies. White clouds dotted a robin's egg blue sky over New York City. The April day was one of those spring mornings that made the harsh winters and oppressive summers tolerable. A few blocks from Washington Square, two motorcycle cops enjoyed the lovely weather.
Kinda quiet today, Flynn.
Aye, boyo. That it is. Just the way I like it.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
The bright yellow biplane dropped out of the fluffy clouds hovering over mid-Manhattan, descended toward the southern end of the island, and soared down Fifth Avenue only 50 feet above the street. People in the buildings fronting the avenue were amazed to see the plane zip right past their windows, the sound and vibration sending more than one breakfast coffee cup crashing to the floor.
Nice sped.
Nah, that's a Newport. Don't you know a Sopwith Camel when you see one?
The plane shot down Fifth Avenue, making a beeline for Washington Square Arch.
He's gonna fly through the arch.
That's suicide.
Any fool can see his wings won't clear the sides.
The pilot gunned the plane's engine and raced towards his apparent doom. At the last possible second, he stood his craft on one wing, performing a perfectly timed roll that shot him through the arch at a 90-degree angle to the ground.
Isn't that illegal?
And if it is, boyo, how do you propose we arrest him? This Indian is a fine motorcycle, but it can't fly.
The biplane completed its roll through the arch, then pulled up and over into a graceful Immelman turn, and started back up Fifth Avenue. The yellow biplane suddenly dropped its nose and opened fire.
What in the name of the Blarney Stone? Take cover! The two motorcycle cops drew their service revolvers and began to return fire when suddenly, with an unearthly wail, a strange motorcycle ridden by a masked man shot through the Washington Square arch.
Flynn, look! It's the Rider!
Our bikes can't fly, boyo, but maybe his can.
Flicking on his helmet radio, the Rider contacted the only man who knew his real identity.
Nick, are you there?
I read you, Casey.
I'm gaining on him.
The surviving pedestrians had taken cover, leaving the sidewalks free for the Rider to avoid the stalled traffic and pursue the fleeing biplane.
Casey, stay on the plane's tail.
I'll do my best.
The biplane's machine gun spat hot death as it roared up Fifth Avenue. The Rider drew a strange pistol and took aim.
This better work.
Closing to within 50 feet of the yellow plane, the Rider fired.
Nick, I got him.
Good shooting.
With a roar, the yellow biplane ascended rapidly and disappeared into the clouds.
Uh-oh.
Casey, what is it?
The boys in blue. Better hightail it out of here.
Throwing his modified Cleveland, nicknamed the Banshee, into a skid, the Rider shot down 8th Street, headed west.
Nick, I'll try to lose him, but I might need a pickup.
Understood. Good thing we set up the ambulance gag.
Right. Can you make it to 14th and 9th?
5 minutes.
Weaving in and out of traffic, the Rider flew through Greenwich Village. Meanwhile, a seemingly ordinary ambulance drove west on 14th Street.
Nick, I can't shake him. Are you ready?
I am just past 8th, heading west. I see you. Pass on the right.
With the motorcycle cops in hot pursuit, the Rider charged across 8th Avenue. Faking to his left, he swerved to his right, ducking around the ambulance and forcing his pursuers to veer to the other side. Suddenly, the side of the ambulance popped open, 2 steel bars shot out, clamped onto the frame of the Banshee, lifted it off the street, and whisked into safety. The motorcycle cop shot ahead of the ambulance as it calmly turned onto Hudson Street. 2 winos sat on the curb, sharing a bottle of whiskey.
Did you see that?
No, and neither did you.
Who was that masked man? Who is the mysterious driver of the getaway ambulance? Tune in again next time for these answers and more. Tonight's episode starred Kerr Lordygan as the Rider and the artist of the radio theater players. I'm your announcer, David Beach.